Retail jobs. The place where you can deal with the dumbest customers, the craziest managers, and the most disgusting bathrooms. All to get paid a measly $15 an hour. But you wouldn't trade it for the world, at least for the first 2 weeks. The next 5 months before you quit, the only thing keeping you there is those 3 a.m. door dashes that you need to pay for. It's not all bad though. You know, you'll meet a lot of cool people, you'll get a lot of great stories from angry customers, and you get some money in your pockets. But the job is terrible, and the job search is no better. It's even worse than the job, honestly. First, they had me searching Indeed like I was a CEO with 17 degrees. I never knew there was that much yap on the website. I thought you just clicked the button, you got an appointment, but apparently I was wrong. I was finding out info about myself I never knew because I was filling out useless upon useless questionnaires. I wrote my social security number so many times, I memorized it by name. It was probably 1643. But after all the recruitment pages, guess how many hit me back? Absolutely 0. Actually, one hit me back, but they definitely sold drugs at their store. Here's a quick tip, but always put your resumes in on person. I swear they delete your emails on purpose. Any notification that's not DraftKings or Little Caesars, the AutoZone hiring staff will not look at it. And trust me, because I've been part of that hiring staff and I'm not looking at those emails. But after all these stupid job searches and these stupid interviews we'll get to later, you finally get the job. And I thought that's where the fun started. I was wrong. There actually is no fun. The funnest part is clocking out. Actually, the funnest part is when your coworker makes an elaborate plan to forge the clock out sheets to make more money, but that's another story for another day. But anyway, I never realized how stupid you look until you start getting trained. I had never felt more useless in my life until then. People were asking me questions I didn't know what to tell them. Excuse me, where are the t-shirts? I know less than you, bro. I've been there for one day, people think I'm the manager. And before you have to walk and tell the cashier that you're interviewing, and she's looking at you like you're crazy, and then you gotta find the manager and he doesn't even care. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And oh my gosh, the interviews, they ask the dumbest questions. I'm trying to become a barista, not a NASA scientist. So what type of kitchen utensil are you and why? Are you serious right now? I swear, someone sits with ChatGPT on their computer and just goes wild with the questions. The requirements are you have to be the most confusing as possible and it has to relate to nothing about the job. So after all the training and all the interviews, you get to the actual real job and realize something that can be summed up in 2 words. Working sucks. When I first had a job, the first week was honestly chill. And then as soon as I clocked in that next Monday, it made me realize I cannot believe people do this all day. You wake up early, all you think about is work because you have work at 12. Then from 12 to 6, you're working and your whole day's gone. And you gotta stay after because you have to close and you have to clean everything because apparently the opening crew is the most useless people in the world. It's so dumb. You have to stay an extra 30 to 45 minutes to make sure that works. And then you have to open the next night and somehow things just got dirtier. Yeah, after all that, I was done. I was ready to quit. But you can't quit because how am I gonna go to Chick-fil-A when my wallet has flies coming out? And don't expect to get a promotion too. When I was working there of our local pretzel shop in the trenches, they gave me one promotion and it was like 10 cents an hour. They called me like a pretzel specialist. You know, it might make sense that it got shut down. Yeah, now thinking about it, that place was not like other places. Yeah, they definitely used that to launder money, but I didn't care because I was making my $15 an hour. Okay, honestly, I'm hating a bit, but it was pretty chill. I mean, my coworkers were cool and my manager was bad, but that's another story for another day. The worst part by far were the customers. All they would do was scream and yell, and I never realized how stupid people were until I started doing customer service. People ask the dumbest questions. Hey, excuse me guys, do you guys sell pretzels? No we don't. The pretzel on the top of the van is just for show. They're asking me stuff they should definitely not be asking a 17-year-old working at a pretzel shop. If I eat this, is this gonna get in the way with the you know what time with my husband? No? I hope I don't. I can't lie, I'm rambling, but I'll leave you with some final words. Even though work sucks, even though money's tight, even though I'm scrubbing bathrooms on my knees so I can play GTA 6, you know, you gotta learn. Sometimes you gotta make money to make money. And do the most important thing, flex in a rapper's YouTube video.